Hey guys, I'm Sean Tuohy.
I'm David Ford.
And welcome to Writer's Boat. Guess what? Action movies! They're fantastic. Things blow up. You get excited like Dan did. We love action movies. Isn't that right, Dan?
We do.
Alright, so we talked about action movies on the pod before. Let's go a little bit more into detail. What are some of your favorite action movies?
Early on, it had to be Speed.
Given, yeah. Amazing, yeah.
That movie's just cool. It's got a cool premise.
Yeah.
It's got a villain who's eating more scenery than you eat at a Chinese buffet.
That's a lot. I've been escorted out of buffets.
Have you really?
Yeah, just get out. You leave now.
Yeah. Only $10 worth of food. Come on. You wipe this out, Sean.
How you eat all shrimp?
I would watch
Most shrimp plastic. Not good for you.
I would watch that action movie. Like you have a time bomb and you have to keep eating like Chinese buffet, and they're trying to get you to leave with like a shotgun, and they're ninjas coming to get you, and you got to fight them off.
Oh, and I'm fighting one hand and I'm just eating chicken at the same time. Like,
you have to keep eating. Yeah.
My partner's Mr. Miyagi.
But in the end, you don't do it, and you die of diabetes. Instead of the bomb blowing up, it's like, I was just teaching people a lesson about eating healthy.
I lost a foot! They cut off my foot to the diabetes!
I had to fight off ninjas. Ninjas! Did you see them?
This fall. One man.
Yeah.
Two made buffets.
Well, it's not. Well, this is a direct-to-video. This is going to go in the porn section for a while just because they don't know what to do with it. Like, there's no women in it. It's this guy eating Chinese food. Put it in the porn section.
He looks really sweaty. I guess this works in the adult section.
Put him in the trainee section.
So, okay, Speed, that's great. It's a great movie. Not so much Speed 2.
No. Never happened. What? Speed? What? No, I don't know what you're talking about,
I saw it multiple times. What was another one? I mean, you and I both movies of the 80s, 90s, so what's another one that comes to mind?
Face Off.
Oh, yeah.
In school, Face Off was big.
Oh, yeah.
Like everyone talked about Face Off. I saw it about 5 million times.
Oh, it's a great movie. School. Yeah. I mean, come on. You had John Travolta, Nicolas Cage.
Yeah, and they were just so... Talk about eating scenery.
Oh, my God. Yeah. I can't believe they just eat one another like snakes.
Well, he cut somebody's face off at the end. His own. He tries to cut off his own face.
Yeah. Here's what I don't understand in that movie. They have two different body types.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of
suspension of disbelief, Sean. You got to do it.
And now I'm like, if I went and saw the movie, I probably wouldn't ask that question. But once you leave, you're like, I have to know.
Well, now there would be all like the CGI stuff where they're like transforming his body along with his face. I could probably do it without the face at this point.
Okay, good point.
You'd be CGI off.
CGI off. It's time to get on the CGI off.
Man, no,
that's
terrible. No,
all right, so
we got to work on that idea.
So, what else was there from that time? You know, the Face Off, the Broken Arrow,
True Lies.
True Lies. Yes, that was a great one. Jamie Lee Curtis, who we've admitted that we.
Still sexy.
So yeah, even with her poop yogurt,
doesn't matter. Still hilarious.
Yeah, she's still.
It makes me love her more, actually.
Yeah, she's so honest about it.
Yeah.
So okay, yeah, True Lies is up there. I mean, that's Arnold. You and I both admitted that I love T2. I think T2 is up there as one of the best action movies ever made.
Agreed.
It has everything you want.
Gets the job done.
Yeah. Oh, here's a funny thing. Terminator. Harlan Ennis. Harlan Ennis sued James Cameron for credit on Terminator because he said Cameron had stolen his idea. If you want to learn more, you should go to www.writersbone.com and look at the Harlan Ennis link. Hey, while you're there, why don't you go to Skyo or ebook?
Great plug. Sorry, I interrupted your end, but that was good.
I want to put that. Okay, so Terminator. Thank you. Great one. What's another one that you can think of?
Tell me more. What about Die Hard? I know that you've gushed about Die Hard.
I will gush about Die Hard to the end of the. I think Die Hard is fantastic. The first three are great. They had fantastic writers. You had Steven DeSato. You had who wrote the first one. Doug Richardson wrote the second one. Jonathan Hensley wrote the third one. Who are just three fantastic writers who I think just in this genre of action movie, Hollywood action movies, did really well. Funny story about Die Hard 1. Do you know how it started?
No, tell me. Okay, tell the folks, too, if they want to hear.
So Die Hard is based off a book called Nothing Lasts Forever, which is a sequel to a book called The Detective. The Detective was turned into a movie with Frank Sinatra. Yeah, Old Blue Eyes made this movie called The Detective. Not bad. Check it out. And he had the rights to both books, Detective and Nothing Lasts Forever. So when they started turning into a movie, they were going to get Frank Sinatra to come back and play the character again. So imagine if Frank Sinatra was going to be in Die Hard.
Wow.
So
mind blown.
Mind blown. Didn't work out, so they were going to go ahead and make it.
Hey guys, why don't we get a dry martini and just forget this whole thing?
Hans Bubala, come here. You want to hit some women? I just assume that's what.
All right. Well, we can't write mobsters. That's for sure.
Yeah. And then that didn't work out. They're going to make a sequel to Commando. Schwarzenegger backed out because he no longer makes sequels. Or at that point in his career, he didn't. So they're like, we don't know what to do. They made this new hybrid, Die Hard, which came out. It jumpstarted Bruce Willis's career. He had been on a show beforehand, Moonlighting.
Yep.
First 4 seasons of that show was just fantastic. Love it. And that I think Die Hard is a great action movie, just an all-around really well-made movie. Getting away from that, I'm a huge fan of action movies from overseas. One of my favorites, Luc Besson. Luc Besson, if you don't know him, he was a writer-producer of Taken, Transporter. He wrote, directed Fifth Element.
Oh,
yeah.
Love Fifth Element.
Come on, Fifth Element.
Great movie.
Great action movie.
Underrated movie.
Oh, so good. So well made. He also did this movie called Leon. In the United States, they re-edited and they posted it as Professional. It's not as good. Go see Leon. See the original cut. Natalie Portman, who's 13, is amazing. She is the best actor in that whole movie. And I'm telling you, she's going up against John Reno, Gary Oldman. I mean, like, there's some fantastic... And she's like, no, I'm 13. I blow you out of the water. Great movie. Check it out. Luc Besson, fantastic writer-director. Another one's, though, from out east, our friends that, in that area. We have John Woo, who once he became Americanized, just went downhill. He did Paycheck with Ben Affleck.
Womp womp.
Yeah, that movie, that title tells you why they did the movie.
Yeah, exactly. But never a good sign.
No, but he did these 3 movies back that I love in China. Hard Boiled, The Killer, Better Tomorrow, excuse me. All those movies have the best action sequences. Things are blowing up, people are getting shot. It's over the top, it's cartoon-like, fantastic. If you haven't seen it, go to YouTube and type in Hard Boiled single take. It's a single shot. Do it right now. Single shot, 3 minutes long of an action sequence.
Cool.
Do you know how hard that is in an action movie?
I was going to bring up that I like, action-wise recently is the Bourne series.
Oh, yeah.
They all have great chase scenes in them.
Yeah. I mean, that right there changed action movies.
Yeah.
So much. I mean, which one did you like out of the 3? We'll stick with those.
The second one was pretty good. I mean, it's hard to vote against the first one, but the second one was like really well done.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Different director at that point.
Yeah, yeah.
Doug Liman had left from the first one.
Yeah,
that was the one you liked. And what do you think about? I like the dialogue in those movies because
so clean. No, yeah. Yep. It's exactly everything that's said is said with purpose and exactly when it should be said.
Exactly. Yep. Perfect. I think that's what you just said. That is amazing. That's
all right. All right. Give me one chase scene before we get out of here.
The obvious Bullet.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you have to bring up Bullet, but I'm gonna go back to Ronin and the chasing in that movie. There's like 3, and they had like professional race car drivers doing it. So Ronin, that's I think up there is probably one of the best. Bullet, French Connection. Those are the only ones that come off the top of my head.
Great, Sean.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're going to chase this video with some cheap whiskey, and we'll check you guys out later. Keep writing.
See you guys.